I don't even know how to comprehend that.
You gotta follow that, Rex.
You
Like,
talking
my
about the race
experience in
riots in
Lynchburg was
Lynchburg.
not that experience in Lynchburg.
Yeah.
Right?
He wanted to know
Oh my god.
why you even do it in the basement. How you even
What, this here?
yeah, all this.
What makes you comfortable actually bringing people in your home to do this?
It took a while. And I'm still uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still uncomfortable. But, you know, it's my passion. It's what I love to do. I blocked everything off. So you can't really get upstairs anyway. I got cameras all over the house. I got cameras in. It's room and stuff like that. Rooms, of course, but cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? Was everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Round of applause for that. Round of applause for that.
My wife know how to shoot.
Yeah,
My 13-year-old know how to shoot.
That's what I'm
You know
told.
what I mean?
But I was just telling my girl today about my little boy. I said, I'm gonna make him a dog. I'm gonna make him a dog.
I wanna you say your 13-year-old know how to shoot. My son just turned 18 the other day. And I be telling my oldest son and my son mother, they go to the range.
Right.
I'm like, why y'all don't take him with y'all?
You got to.
She like, oh, he too young. I'm like, shit.
Nah, they ain't
Niggas be outside playing with guns when they 10. You talking about he too young.
We was doing that when we was 10.
Yes.
Right? And we ain't had no training. We just
none.
Closed our
just
eyes
want
and
to play
shot,
with it
right?
and see how it bang.
Exactly. So, yeah, nah, man.
And like I always told a story. When I was a kid, my people was never what I wanted a BB gun bad, like young. They wouldn't get it for me. So at that same age, I had a white homeboy that went to school with me. He invited me to his house for a birthday party. His peoples came and got me. They had this whole big ass farm, and we out in the little woods on the farm shooting rifles. And I'm like, damn, I love white people. They'll let me shoot a real gun, and the black people won't even give me a BB gun.
Ain't that crazy?
But then it let me realize. I asked his mother like when he like, yeah, you want to go shoot the guns? I'm like, you for real? Like I'm like, damn, seriously? So he like, yeah. I'm like, I'm thinking we gonna sneak the guns and go out. But he like, nah, let me go tell my mom we grabbing the guns, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I asked his mother, I'm like, you don't have a problem with us going to go shoot the guns? She like, no. He knows what to do. He'll show you. And I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. My people won't even get me a BB gun.
Nah, I begged for a BB gun. I got a BB gun.
Yeah, I was like the little nigga on Christmas Story. I wanted a BB gun so bad, they would not having it.
Yeah, we'll let you have the. But yeah, shout out to my boy Rex, man. This is beautiful. He could do anything, man. I always like shouting him out because he builds a lot of this stuff with his hands too. He built that whole entire deck back there with his own hands. He's my man when it comes to building and house repair and this.
My family is from Robbinsville and Greenville.
Okay.
So, you know, that's just like, as soon as you get out of Virginia, you start seeing the exits for Rocky Mountain, you know what I mean, in Greenville, and then little fishy towns that I'm scared to death they're going.
Yo, tell them.
Nah, for real. Hey, if you want, I'll take you on that ride.
No.
If you ain't never think racism exists, come take a ride with me.
I was raised in VA. I moved to Maryland for college life.
What part of Virginia?
I grew up in Arlington. So
oh man, that's the part I want to move.
So that's like
it's beautiful. College, like what college you went to?
But it's not. Man, back then the racism was. I went to UMD. I'm a Terp. Go Terps all day.
So you graduated from Maryland?
Yeah, Maryland.
Man, y'all boys sharp.
Yeah. So
it's like I never went to college, but I hung on college campuses, and I've been teaching my daughter since she's been young the most principles of life because I understand college. It's a great place, but those 4 years comes with trials and tribulations.
Why?
You can get turned out.
You can get
turned out with so much shit you wasn't doing before you went there.
Guidance. You need to have guidance.
Yeah.
You should have guidance, and also you should go in there with the ideology. So it took me a while to finish. I'm not going to act like I just jumped in and I finished it. I'm Paul. I come from nothing. So it took me a minute. I grinded my way through it, but I got multiple degrees because of doing that.
And degrees in?
Audio engineering and 2 in business.
Okay. So what type of what you get your degrees in?
Recording arts, computer science.
Yo, that's dope because
I got a few of them.
Bro, I want to commend you because you're a guy and you know what I'm saying? Your story is inspiring and I don't even know your whole story. But just the fact that you was a kid that went to Job Corps and then
we
you got
definitely gonna talk, man.
yeah, and then
chop it up.
you got a master's, bachelor's, or whatever you got from Job Corps. And I right now trying to get back on Job Corps campus because Job Corps was a good program. I just was 18 and wasn't ready.
Right,
I was immature, and I wanted to be the next fucking Nino Brown. So all I wanted to do was get my high school diploma to give it to my grandmother, and I wanted to go back outside. So I had no intentions of trying to go. But what I didn't know, and I'll be honest, and I hung on college campuses, I didn't know you could really just go to school for audio engineer. You can go to school to be a journalist. You can go to school for this because they didn't teach me that in high school. They didn't prepare me for that in middle school. So I didn't know. And there's guys that I know that went to my high school, that went to college. But it was like, yo, I was in carpentry. And it's like how they told Malcolm X Jesus was the carpenter. So hey, we got to work construction the rest of our life. Right. Hell no, not me. My hands wasn't built for that. My hands was built for counting money, touching women, and pointing fingers. My hands wasn't built for that. And a fist fight here and there. And maybe had to kill a man. But that's it. I'm not with the Like you said, I would love to do this in my own house. I would love to get the boards and break it down for me. But I'm like, bro, I ain't building schools and buildings and then can't go in them. Right. No, sir. You know, if you building here, it's yours. And when you sell it, you put addings to it. Right. But what am I doing building all your buildings and communities? I'm not even going to be remembered as the carpenter, the laborer, the foreman, or the superintendent. Right. My name's not going to be mentioned when they think about this building. No, sir, unless I own it. So that's how I always looked at it.
You about to own some buildings?
Nah, I don't want to go with business.
You about to own something. You about to, well, you're going to own whatever it is you want.
I just want to do a studio. I want to do like how Tyler Perry did, but I want to do for content.
We want to do the same thing.
Yeah, I want to make a huge content studio.
He is pushing me to buy land and build something like that.
If y'all don't mind me, normally I don't chime in. Like you'll never hear me talk.
Yeah, that's different.
Our story pretty much started off the same though.
I love it.
Like everything that you saying, I was there too. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is what I didn't hear you say. I actually had a mentor.
I didn't have that.
You see what I'm saying? Who did like music and computers and all that stuff and introduced me to the computers.
Had that, bro. I would never pick my life.
I first started working on like Windows 3.1.
So I would
figured out how to break it down and build it up.
Right, Rex.
You know what I mean? So that kind of like got me into things that I didn't see shit. Hell, I was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I was in the streets. You see what I'm saying? But this guy was a pretty cool guy. He lived like right next door to us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the neighborhood thought he was kind of weird. But I kind of took on to him because he was just like saying shit and like showing me shit like with the whole computer shit. We ain't know shit about computers back then in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of got me started. And then I ended up going to Job Corps, what we was talking about. But at the same time, like I feel what you're saying. I knew a lot of cats back then who was just bullshitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only difference with me, I had a baby on the way. Right? So that's why I went. And it's the same thing when we went to Full Sail.
You want to get your diploma too? You got your diploma in Job Corps?
Yeah, I got a diploma, electrical.
And you got your
electrical diploma, got a facility maintenance diploma.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Like, because I just wanted to come out and take care of my son at that point. You know what I'm saying? And then when I met him at Full Sail, it was kind of the same deal.
So you got out of Job Corps, then went to college and was living on campus?
No. I went to Tidewater Community College down in Norfolk.
Oh,
so it was an off-campus thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you need one of you guys at that camp.
Fucked up.
I could not. I was older, so I went older. So I went. It took me 10 years to get my degree. I ain't gonna front.
What, your bachelor's?
My bachelor's.
You sound like Kenny. He was in community college for 7 years.
Still didn't graduate.
It took a minute.
Kenny was in community college for 7 years.
Kenny,
I was locked
and
up.
Still didn't graduate.
I was locked up on the grip. I was locked up over 5 years. And I used to ask this, yo, Kenny finished college yet? And his cousin, this is my childhood friend. We all grew up together. He'd be like, yo, Kenny still go to college.
Yo, Kenny, I'm gonna tell you. I tell a lot of my young folk, the hardest part about going to college is going to class. Going to that one class that day.
Just making it.
Yo, just
making it there.
Gas. Food.
Just making it
hard.
there.
Yo, it'd be hard, dog. So it took me a minute, but once I got that, I got like 2 more.
I think I'd have graduated in 3 years.
I could have if I had like my life.
Because I'm telling you, bro, if you told me I could go to college for what I'm doing now, podcasting, engineer, I'm not doing it at 40. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Only college I'm going to is where my motherfucking nephew, Karan Horton, graduated. The kids, Karan, Kadon, Corey, and Kyle, when they graduate, that's the only thing I'm doing.
But I'm going to keep it 100
They getting education from me now, and Jay, and shit like that. Hell no, I ain't going
I tell people college is cool. You know, having a trade, either trade, college, something, find your focus. Even if you don't go to, you find your focus and just go after that. That is an education. There's an education in that.
So you said you started going to college when you was a little older, didn't you?
Well, no, I went early at first,
Okay.
and then
left
playing back and forth. You know how it is, and I was going for the wrong reasons.
I ain't go till I was about 26,
Okay.
20, something like that. And I didn't go because I cared to go. I went because my little sister filled the paperwork out and said, "Will you show up to class?" I'm like, "Yeah, if they accept me and everything good, I'll go."
I go to that joint. Yeah.
She did the shit. Like, "Yeah, your classes start such and such." So I went. Once I got in there, me, myself, I always believed I was a smart type nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm like, schoolwork never been hard.
Yeah.
It just been, do I want to do the shit?
I understand that.
So once I get into class, I'm like, this shit easy.
It do be easy.
And until I got into math classes, I'm a dummy when it comes
I
to
love
math classes.
Give me any number off the top of your head. I got you.
I got so frustrated with the math classes.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not going to graduate because I'm not going to get these
what
math
math class?
credits.
Like basic
I'm going to just
math?
do all the other classes I want to do.
Well,
like basic?
College math starts with algebra normally.
Yeah,
It starts with
say
algebra.
with me though, I was
Percents,
what I called it
decimals,
DEC math. So I didn't even have. I was in like the before it even count class.
Okay.
Like it ain't. It's a.
Yeah.
Get you ready
for the college courses.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm failing this class. Fuck, I'm gonna do in the regular classes. That's how I was looking at it. I'm like, I ain't going to no more math classes.
I understand that.
So I'm not going to graduate because I'm never going to get these math credits.
You needed me around,
fuck them,
bro.
And that's how I looked at it. Like, fuck them. I don't even care about graduating. I just want to learn what I want to learn.
My
so
aunt
I went to the
Sally,
classes I wanted to go to. And that's how I'll
be honest,
college.
math was hard for me at first, but then shout out to my tutors that I got in school. I got good at it eventually. I love math. One of my favorites.
She helped me pass that DEC math. I got out of that. Got in the credited math classes. I passed the first one. That's where I met my son mother in that class.
Okay.
And then after that, I ain't passed no more.
You was like, yo, I got the grade right here. I got the grade I needed.
I got the girl, I guess, and now I got a kid on the way. I don't care nothing else about these math classes. I'm not going.
Man.
They was stressing me out. I can't go. I can't sit in a math class. I never do it again in life.
Well, math is something that I love. When I was in school, I got my high school diploma. But when I was in school, I loved the social study, English, because that's my name, English, and I love math. But I struggled in math. But I was so good at math. I don't understand that. But like, you could throw any number at me and I'm quick with it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I just didn't know.
It turned into some other shit. That's how. If they kept it numbers, I'm good.
Well,
once it start turning into other
it's
shit,
still. I tell me all about it. I tell them it still is addition, division, and multiplication.
I get all that. I know the parentheses. I know them. My dear Sally, none of that shit don't mean nothing.
Those formulas.
I hate them.
Actually, are easy because you have to understand the formula.
My brain start.
Yeah, I understand. I used to be the same way. I used to be the same way until I understood the formula was for me to break it down faster.
I hear the formulas. I get them. I know what's going on for the first section. And then I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
I get that, dog. Don't even. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yo, thank you guys for coming on the show. I really appreciate you guys being here. I love building with you guys. Mm-hmm. I love what you always ask people on your show because I actually learn a lot about rappers in your city from you guys.
Thank you,
man.
I do.
Who are your and I want to point something out. This is when you ask them this top 7. Every time you ask a rapper that, it'd be like struggle for them to like, I don't want to tell you I like nobody. They be killing me, dog. I mean,
what you say? Say it again.
When you ask them who's your favorite 7, they be like, oh,
man, I don't like nobody. I stop them.
I don't want to tell you.
I stop them in their tracks. Like, oh, bro, I can tell you 7 right now. Some of the episodes I had to tell dudes, I can tell you 7 right now. 7 instantly. I can tell you 7 right now, bro. Like, you gotta stop doing that. And I do that to show people in the city that other people looking. And I've been doing that. And then I stopped doing my intro because as a kid, they got this podcast called The Smoke Shop. And he liked it, what I'm doing so much that he took pages out my notebook. He like kind of like stole my intro and I ain't feel comfortable with it no more. But shout out to him. But I've been in this shit so long, bro, and I'm great at what I do. Amen. And the only reason why I feel like I grinded like this with music. I got out of prison in like 2012. I came home with the mentality that I was going to do management and promotion because I looked up in prison how to be a millionaire in entertainment. I always wanted to be in entertainment. I didn't give a fuck if I had to be a comedian, a backup dancer, a makeup artist, a rodeo, set up lights, be the DJ, be the hype man. I just knew since a little boy, if I get in, they're going to know that I got my own brain, I got my own talent, and I could bring millions of dollars to somebody's company. And I understood that I have to make you rich in order for me to get rich.
Word.
You get what I'm saying? I might got to get jerked. I might got to use my brain for you for 5 years, maybe 10. Say I got put on at 20 and I got jerked for the first 10 years. Now I'm 44. The last 14 years I've been running it up, $100 million dude, because I got the opportunity to grind. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at with it, bro. And I just believe like excellent demands sacrifice. I believe you should work hard for, and I should believe that you should grind. And for us, we need each other in the DMV.
We need each other. That's
in
why
the
we
DMV. We
hold
need
up,
each other.
Hold up. Can I say something real quick?
Oh,
you say you 44?
Yeah,
right?
I'm 44.
We had the same conversation too.
Really? Because you don't look none of that.
Thank you, bro. Because that's why I was meant to be in entertainment. A lady told me that one time, man. I was charged up walking down the street looking real nice and fly. And the lady told me, no bullshit. Nah, I'm trying to stroke my old ego. Nah, and she asked me, hey, are you a celebrity? This was before RawDope Podcast. I'm like, nah. She's like, I don't know. I'm a spiritual woman, but God told me you need to be in entertainment.
Right.
That's what she said. Whatever you doing, you need to stop and get in entertainment. She didn't even know I was an entertainer.
Right.
So like I said, I came home in 2012. My first company was called Money Hungry Management. So all I wanted to do was management and promotion. Right. Early on, I wanted to be the guy that throw parties, throw rap shows, and throw events, and then manage artists and manage situations. Not so much of a managing artist, but I felt like if I like them and we bond together, I can manage it. But my company that I wanted to build off was based off of engineers, producers, and DJs. I feel like if I locked in with 3 audio engineers, 3 producers, and 3 DJs, we have a team. You know what I'm saying? That's what I looked at like, yo, we got a team. We got a force to be reckoned with. Then I get the cameraman. And I said, if I got those 9 people, let me get my camera guys together because I'm a camera. I need 6 of them. I need 3 videographers that can edit and do this. I need 2 cameramen. I need 2 photographers. I need 2 videographers, dudes that edit. That's all they specialize in editing. That's a 15-man team. Now we can start dealing with artists because it makes sense now. Now we don't need the artist to make our label. We need the artist to come in here and let us make him an artist, make you a superstar. So that's how I looked at it. And then dudes that I was dealing with start falling off. And I said, yo, hold up. King Los is my childhood friend. And different artists, I've been doing this rap shit for so long. So I'm like, yo, my man told me, like, yo, you keep investing your money and your time in these dudes, and they bullshit, and yo, you rap.
You do.
And in 2015, I dropped a project. You can Google it. It's called Back Block Nightmares. Hand 5,000 Back Block Nightmares. Shit did good. It did real good, but then I got booked for 11-man indictment. So I was sitting in jail, like, man, I can't go home 30-something rapping. That shit ain't gonna work. And my sister told me you should start a podcast.
Yeah, I heard it in your show.
Yeah, my sister like, you should start a podcast. Basically, start a podcast about your music and be doing your music and break down your songs. So you be creating that, and then people still follow you. You could be 60 years old. I'm like, what the fuck is a podcast? Like any other person, some weird shit. And she told me, and like the first podcast I ever listened to was Taxstone. And then after that, I was like, oh shit, I could do this shit. Now it's not the radio. Now you don't tell you what to do. And we just kept it independent, bro. And I just believe in this shit. And I feel like Wallo told me this. Shout out to Wallo.
Shout out Wallo.
He told me, man, listen. He said he asked me a bunch of questions. He asked me about my audio. I told him. He asked me about this and that. He realized that we had everything covered. He said, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. How many episodes you got? I think we was at like 200 or something. And he was like, bro, I don't know if it's gonna happen for you at 250, 300 or whatever, but it's gonna happen for you. But I'm gonna give you one thing, bro, for free. He said, bro, lock down the DMV. He said, focus on the DMV. Don't put your focus nowhere else. Wallo told me this on FaceTime, bro. As a man, he told me, man, lock down the DMV. I see you. And because of that relationship, I don't know if he had anything to do with it. I got to, that YouTube coming to DC, Baltimore, and a lot of urban states, and they looking for content creators. Bro, I got my personal invite, actually number 9 on the list.
Nice.
So I'm like, I don't know if that's the alley hoop, because certainly like for the last since probably like July, a lot of people just been reaching out. It's starting to happen now. It's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going for it.
You should.
Going for it, bro.
You should. Me and YouTube got beef.
Well, what happened?
That algorithm, man. Fuck that algorithm.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't fucking with that algorithm. Me and that algorithm got, man. If that algorithm was a person, man.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Listen, we podcasters and we content creators. YouTube is the best platform in the world, but pays nothing.
No, it pays well if you do what they want you to do. My man, I'll connect you with him. He's my man. Mm-hmm. All he do is YouTube. He don't got no job. This is what he do. He good. But you got to do what YouTube is pushing you to do. So if you So if you are, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I am.
I'm a little bit off. So
like what?
Like I'm utilizing the space of podcasts. If there's a world called podcast, that's what's going to make it for me. So I would love for you to come to Afros and Audio. I want to.
You gotta give me in. How much is it?
Afros and Audio. I send you a coupon code. There's a code and everything, but it can't be no more than like 300 or
400.
Yeah.
What is it?
The conference for all black podcast creators.
Okay.
Y'all should. It's gonna be in your city.
Yeah, it's gonna be actually a block away from our studio.
Yeah.
Blocking off our parking.
Okay, it's gonna be at the
convention center.
No, it's gonna be the convention center.
No, it was a hotel right there.
It's gonna be at the. Man, I got it on my phone.
Down the street from the studio, I know that.
I'll give you the information. Don't even need to worry about that. I'll give you the address, everything.
Why they charging so much?
Man, if you go to a podcast conference other than this one, this is cheap. This is not expensive. I've been to one cost easily between $700 to $1,000.
And what are you doing there?
Network. You want to talk to the guys that work with Joe Rogan and all them people, them businesses.
But yeah, because I'm real. Like with my money, like what? Okay, $400 to get what?
To get,
I don't mind. I paid $400 to get in places before.
I'll tell you what I get from it.
Okay,
how about that? I network with the big wigs of the podcast industry because I wanted to see it for myself. I hate people telling me about it, what I can and cannot do, where I should be. So I like to go. I'm going to stand in front of the president of this mother effing. I'm going to have them tell me what I can and cannot do, what they think I can and cannot do. So I got to do that, and then. With the Black Podcast Association that I'm a part of, we game each other on where the information and where the bag can be, where it may be. That's another thing that I get from it as well. And then all of us that are in the podcast industry who actually have some power, there's a few of us there. I'm connected to those people. So that's what you'll also get from that as well. So just being able
$400 a ticket?
It's for 2 days. I want to say about 400. Okay. Don't quote me on it either. Because
it could be more.
It may be more, might be less.
Okay.
But I want to say I feel like it's 4. I want to say I feel like it's 4. It's just for us to network with one another and then also give each other game on what's going on. If you want to, if you're about,
I would love to do it. I don't have a problem playing 400, but I do got a problem because I'm like, bro, that's the problem, bro. Like, why is it a large dollar amount on knowledge?
Tell me about it.
You know what I mean? Because if I'm doing that, I'm like, bro. $100, you know what I mean, something like that, because it's like,
but what
why everybody gotta make it? Why? If I'm getting a benefit out of this,
but what it also is because they don't. we don't get sponsorships like everybody else
Okay.
all the time either.
Not at all.
So
I'm chasing them now.
So we normally have to put a lot of our own money behind it. So we're also paying for the opportunity to have that space, have the hotel provide.
Oh, so you're a part of that?
Me, I'm part of the association.
Okay, so you're part of the ticket sales.
I am not.
No, you're a part of the decision to make them that high.
No, I'm not. No,
I'm just joking with you, bro.
I wish if I was, I'd be getting a percentage. I'm that dude.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. I'll always love getting my cut.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Man,
But
I'm gonna be there. Though.
It's just
it's
good
in
for the
October,
network.
right?
It's in October. Just good for the network.
Yeah, my man Lee told me about it.
And let me see what I can do on that ticket or whatever. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Let me see what I can do because I really think y'all should be there. We're gonna start winding down.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just went to the red. Oh, I ain't gonna say that shit on air. Hold on, what is it? The Commanders.
Yeah.
Right. The Commanders in the Baltimore game.
Yeah.
I paid $275 for my ticket, and I was in the I was in the nosebleed seats. You know what I mean? Like, I heard what you're saying, but it's that old saying that we don't like that shit, but they say it all the time. You got to kind of pay to play.
Yeah, I understand that.
You
I
know
just
what I'm
want to
saying?
get something. If I pay to play, I just want to be played.
That's the
You don't want to be played, and I can appreciate you on that. I understand exactly what you're saying.
I just don't want
To
to
be
be
in
played.
the
I pay to
building
play,
with the
let
people
me get
who make
something
the
out of it
rules.
that can help me.
Sometimes, especially
Just being in the building around certain people can make it work. You never know who you
Exactly.
meet or who
That's
you
what I
gonna
was
talk
going to
to.
say. Exactly what you
You're going to
said.
meet somebody.
Just having those people in your back pocket, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're paying for the connections and just to even get close enough to these people to holler at them.
Especially in our industry, what we do.
Because we're trying to take it back. You know what I'm saying? You take that as you like, but we taking it back. We doing it. We doing it, man. And I'm tired of others playing this game with us, man. So that's another. I love everything you said. You had to be entertainment. You got the drive for it. Shot you out here,
Man, I'm gonna lead. I ain't gonna lie to you though. You know, inshallah, man. The day that I get an opportunity to really make this cheese, bro, I feel like I'm gonna be. I feel like, honest to God, I'm saying this on y'all platform, bro. Service to humanity is the best work of life. And I grew up where my mother had 6 kids after me, and my father had 4 kids after me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest child. So at the end of the day, y'all always believe in the people. But us as a culture, bro, we be taxing each other too much. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, let's get the building first. Then let everybody in. And then see our next event with everybody contribute. And that's the thing, bro. Like, it's a problem with that. I'm from Baltimore. My show killing them. But they'll bring a big event in Baltimore and tell a person from that city they kick out this amount of bread and they busting their ass. So just say, for instance, my rent due or something happened to a car or a bill come up that is like that money not in the budget. I miss out on the opportunity and missing people in my city. That's not fair. I feel like if I was giving the event, no disrespect to nobody, I have to charge you from the outskirts. But if you got this certain type of ID here, we want you here because we're trying to do business in your city. The purpose of it be here is to connect with the content creators here. You're going to run a lot of content creators off that's really busting their ass in the city with that number because they simply can't afford it.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? They simply can't
I
afford
completely
it.
understand, but what I'm gonna tell you here on the show with me, I do know the people that have started this shit.
And they probably rich.
And they're all right.
They are. They well off.
They working hard.
I'm just saying, if you bring this something to your city, all I'm saying is, like, if I was coming down here, bro, I look up all gas, no bricks. If I'm doing something in this region, I'm gonna look out for the people that's working. I'm gonna look.
So what I'm saying to you is, I'm gonna look out for you because I'm gonna talk to them.
My man.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. That's what I was gonna get to. I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna talk to the people of here. I'm like, yo,
bro, we beating out DTR out. We beating out these radio shows. Hey, yo, listen, one thing about them, they listen, bro, we ain't get an invite to 92Q. We ain't get an invite to DTLR. We ain't get an invite to a lot of places. But like at the end of the day, y'all in my playbook. Y'all wasn't chasing these dudes. You know what I mean? We looked out for dudes, bro. We looked out for women, these men and women. We put their businesses on the spot. Uptown hookups. Uptown Hookups, Miss Carter's, you know what I'm saying? These are people that still show us love and respect, bro. When Stokey was running for mayor, we chased him down in the DM every day to get him here. The YG Techs, you know what I mean? The Roddy Racks, the OTR Chaz, the Mooses. Like, we working with dudes, and dudes ain't coming to us with $50,000, $1 million in. The only dude that actually came to our podcast, it's been a few dudes came to our podcast, but charged up. Shout out to the kid 448 Reek, man. They call him Bags, bro. He put almost 60,000 on the table because I was calling around the rappers like, man, I was so impressed and motivated by Lord Dirt going $1 million worth of game, putting $1 million. I'm reaching out to the rappers in my city, like, bro, somebody gotta come on RDP and do something slick. Like because at the end of the day, bro, we gotta blow each other up. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, why you don't shout out shit? Men lie, women lie, number don't. Go on that RawDope page or that Fast Soul Entertainment page. You see the history of Baltimore. Like, bro, but if you go on dudes' pages, we not in the top 100 joints or the top 200. It don't make sense. But we don't let that distract you.
You're on ours. Don't let it distract you, because the people that are rolling with you, the people that are riding with you, they're the people that you're going to want there anyway. You know what I'm saying? The people that just coming and gassing for a second and trying to get a 15 seconds worth of fame, fuck that. Stick to your plan. Stick to what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sticking to it.
You're communicating, and like when we spoke, I said, yo, get on these podcasts, and also you're going to like when you start talking, when you go to that conference, I'm going to put you on other people, and I would love for you to get on other people's podcasts.
I would love to, bro.
And spread your message.
I would love to, bro, because one thing that, you know what I'm saying, everything, you know, just as a man and just speaking young, everything got taken away from me. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, bro, like, everything was taken away from me. Like, I was in hospital for 3 years, like, 6 to 9 years old, bro. I caught my first charge at 11 years old, bro. I caught my first gun charge at 14. I got charged as an adult at 17. Nevertheless, like, just hearing the song Slipping by DMX, you know what I mean? I feel him, man. They're making a nigga at 7, leaving at 7 and coming back at 14, bro. And I never, ever, bro, wanted to sell drugs. I never, ever wanted to tote guns. I never, ever wanted to do this. And people don't know that about hand 5,000, bro. Like, I never wanted to ever do that shit, bro. But you only can do what your hand called for, bro. Most of my residents been 3 houses from the corner where that shit got sold at. That's where I grew up at. That was what I call home. That shack or whatever I call home, but it was always 3 houses from the corner. So when I came outside, I saw that shit. You know what I mean? My father was a part of that shit. My aunts and uncles was using that shit. So at the end of the day, I wanted to go to the penitentiary. At the end of the day, I wanted to catch a murder. At the end of the day, I wanted to fuck hella bitches. At the end of the day, I wanted cars. At the end of the day, I wanted everything but the right thing. And then I was a straight A student. You understand? I was a straight A student, so I was like this Tupac and Barack Obama at the same time, and I was confused. But no, like my man said right there, bro, Rex said, like, nobody never mentored me. And my mentor, he got knocked off with the feds when I was 18 for the biggest bank robbery in the state of Maryland. So at the end of the day, once they took Big Cuz, I'm like, I'm 18 years old, I'm lost. And I tell people that I did not learn my lesson until that white man gave me that time and showed me that he's in control. That's why I work so hard. That white man locked me up and showed me he was in control. And he not only had me, he had my goddamn little brothers. He had all of us. You know, my mother had 5 sons incarcerated from the feds to the state. Every system you could be in, they got their sons in. So it was times that I wanted conversary, wanted to ask for something hungry as shit. And my mother like, oh, your brother just asked, or this person just asked. And I'm like, damn, no, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes can't relate to that. Like, I'm just saying I'm good, and I'm not good at all. Yeah. I called you because I need this shit bad. You get what I'm saying? But I'm good. Because at the end of the day, being the oldest child, you got sacrifice. You know what I mean? And that's my famous saying, excellent demand sacrifice. You know what I mean? I always post that. Work hard for it, never give up, push it to the limit, and excellent demand sacrifice. My coach taught me that playing lacrosse for Pimlico Middle School. He said, excellent demand sacrifice. And I just feel like my whole life I've been sacrificing. You know what I mean? And one day I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? If I don't get it, I tried.
It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Before we roll out, we about to start winding down, man. I thank you guys once again driving out here, chilling with me, vibing. We connected. So DMV about to be, he's going to lose it. We're going to take over completely. So if you could tell me, I'm gonna start with my man Kenny. Yo, Kenny, if you could let me know your top 3 motivators in life and why. Your top 3 motivators in life. Don't gotta be music related. Don't gotta be any. There's no rules, but your top 3 motivators in life.
I guess my first one would say my father. He just been there my whole life. He's a stand-up man. Showed me how to be a man. Guess after that, I'm going to say my whole family. Because we was like a close family growing up. Everybody looked out for each other as best we could. And my kids, once they came about, they just keep it.
How many kids?
2 boys.
Shout them out. I got 2 boys too.
I just keep everything simple. I like simple. I don't need to make shit hard when it really ain't. So you stick to your family, do what's right, and everything will be all right.
Oh, I feel
that's how I live my life. I go to work, do what I'm supposed to do, and just stay out the way.
Word, shout that out, man. I love that. Thank you. Top 3, Ham.
Allah. You know, all praise is due to Allah, because without God, ain't nothing in existence, nothing. So that's my motivation. Just God kept me alive for 44 years and kept me in the best of the health. I'm a big guy, 318. I ain't got a bunch of health scares at my age. So God is the first thing that I look up to just Allah, man, for just allowing me to live every day. And you know what I'm saying? Me not just being the best Muslim or me not being the best person, but Allah knows my heart. And then second, my daddy, man, because my daddy, you know, he never had nothing. Even though he might have had chains, he might have had a few cars, he might have had some apartments, but he never had nothing. You know what I'm saying? I seen my father get buried in a cardboard box. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, my mind different. Like my father got buried in a cardboard box, and I could smell him. Never been, he ain't never smelled nobody at no funeral, but I could smell him a little bit because the funeral home did their best for the budget that we was on. So that was my biggest motivation. Like, man, I just pray that I don't die like that. And then last but not least, Jay-Z. You know, Sean Carter, just a dope boy from the projects. You know, mother had a bunch of kids. Father went through what he went through. He turned something into nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's an entrepreneur. He doing his thing, bro. Like, and he married. He got kids. And he like a dude like me, you know, having kids later on in life. Then he wear his hair like I wear my hair. And then at the end of the day, it just, no matter how people feel about him, he stood on business. And then he's one of, for me, he's a humanitarian. He's a hip-hop connoisseur. He's a business connoisseur. He's somebody from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? He lived in Marcy Projects in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. It's nothing but roaches and rats. He made it out of Marcy Projects. Mm-hmm. And he didn't just make it out of Marcy Projects. He came out in 1996. It's about to be, it's almost 3 years away from 2026. Mm-hmm. And he got the baddest chick in the game. Mm-hmm. And and then all his boys eating. So they my 3 motivations: God, my father, and like Jay-Z.
Word, man. Man, it was a great podcast. What you think, Rex? You enjoy yourself? Didn't I tell you? I'm super pumped that I got you guys on the show. Then you brought Kenny. Kenny, you know, I know engineers normally don't get on the show.
I'm always gonna be at everywhere. I'm gonna be there. I just might not be on the camera.
I know. That's why I'm happy that you were behind the camera.
I don't take a lot of pictures. Well, never in the pictures.
Can we take one picture today? For the
yeah, man, he taking a picture.
I run from the camera most of the time. Like, I don't be trying to be in the pictures.
We're gonna take one picture.
That's kind of his thing.
We all just entertain.
We're gonna take one picture. Okay, one picture.
Hold up.
He's crazy.
Hold up.
Yeah.
They got me on the microphone. You got to get on the camera.
I'm on the camera.
I'm never on the microphone.
Right.
I wasn't even ready for this shit.
Right.
You just talk.
You guys listen to Yachty?
That is not easy,
you gotta
bro.
know what you look
you
like.
do that. That's not easy.
Do you
if
like
you
his
don't
last
do
joint?
That.
I can't.
Cause we gotta talk about music before we get out of it. You like Lil
Let's talk
Yachty?
some music.
Absolutely.
Yachty, you like his last album that he put together? Would say
right.
something on there.
It's
Strike.
It's all right.
What you mean? Like, what you rated on a 1 to 10?
Oh man, you asking us them questions. Oh,
I'm a guy. I'm a guy.
I'm a 70s baby, man, just like you.
So you got a lot of albums?
I got a lot of music in my head.
Yeah.
So when I'm rating things, like I'm still rating things from
Motown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
From Motown.
Say something.
But I love this new music, man.
I love yo, bro. Yachty last project was for this one. I forgot what it's called when all the people on there would say something, strike on there. I just felt like when Yachty explained to me, like I say, I watch documentaries and talk shows a lot. So when he explained to me what he was doing with the music, I'm an artist. Well, I'm a former artist, and I say, if my project was called Back Block Nightmares, and I said after Back Block Nightmares, after dropping a few successful EPs and LPs, then like, bro, I always want to get in that music bag. Like I want a Manhattan some, honey, you. Oh my shining star. I want to do music like that, bro. Tender kisses.
You trying to let that soul out.
You're no singer. Leave it alone.
No, but I'm
some
saying
shit
those
just ain't for everybody.
I'm saying those samples. Those samples that I want. Sexual healing.
You know why nobody got them samples, right?
Rex, if
they
I'm
want too
dealing
much
with you,
bread for
and I'm in here, I'm with it. I'm with it.
What's my man from Motown?
Barry Gordy.
Barry Gordy and letting that go for nothing cheap.
Them samples from Motown.
Didn't he get somebody?
They cost your whole budget as a rapper.
Jules Santana. He did, hey, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, hey,
that was
Mr. Postman. I love that.
Hey, look, I can't turn sugar into shit. I mean, shit into sugar.
They took that hit.
I record whatever.
That's how I know. But listen, how much can Mr. Barry Gordy get if I sell 10 million units? I pay him off twice.
Man, Barry, I had
exactly.
I pay him off twice.
To get everything back.
That's how they'll work you though.
I pay him off twice.
That was always my motto. I'ma use it. If it blow up, that's the only way you want to care.
Kenny, producers,
you're not gonna care if it don't do nothing.
They practice. Producers and engineers practice stealing where you can't notice it. Because they be having just little niche. All I want is honey you. I was thinking myself shining star, my shining star. That's all I want. And I might go his overlay. That sample before. I might go that overlay
for the Wu Renegades.
And then like when she did Tender Kisses, my favorite part, Tender Kisses, and I was sample blown away. The way she carried that note out. And I would think of a song and a concept around that, blown away. Imagine how much lyrics and songs you can write with just blown away. You could go to death.
Akon and Styles P had the blown away song. That was my shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like I could steal so many samples. Like, man, I might get Billie Holiday 4/7. That's her birthday. My birthday 4/7. She's from Baltimore. Man, it's nobody never from Baltimore did a Billie Holiday sample.
Stop telling them, man.
And then I'm telling them. And her music's so old they probably won't even find. No, it won't, bro. It's her music. She has so much good music that they can't connect all the damn samples.
It's so much music out here that people ain't touched on the sample tip that need to be hit for real. Especially from Baltimore.
Boy George joints.
Like it's I don't understand how there's so many artists in Baltimore that ain't thought to sample or use none of the old people Diddy from Baltimore successful. Who actually made it.
That's what made Diddy did. Mace did Jealous Girl. They did Spin Around the World.
All of it.
They did. I don't know
Biggie album.
done for me.
The Warning beat wasn't that the original beat.
Remixes are the best thing that was done to music because listen, Michael Jackson sung the Temptation songs.
All you doing.
They did, and that's what music was about, right?
And making it a hit again.
They was taking a hit, making a hit again. So I'm like, black producers or owners of these royalties, why y'all so mad that they making the music be like he did? Hey, Mr. Postman, and that's one of my favorites that came out in the '60s. If a dude gonna redo it in 1920 and 2020, they keep it alive. So why we gotta pay so much? It should be, hey, listen, using the sample, let's negotiate. Give me 10% of the royalties. This came out in the 60s. Yeah, they on the greatest hits albums, bro. Nobody not sample this, but great geniuses and producers like Rex. And the great producers that come out of the DMV, they take these records and they make magic. And I don't think they should be paying a bunch of money. Yes, pay homage, pay what it costs, but it shouldn't be overwhelming because you made the money already.
I think what they should do, because we talking to music, you can network with these people. That's why you said you got to go to these buildings.
But those people don't own their music.
Some of them don't. Some of them do, but then you got to find the dudes that also do own it and maybe have a conversation. And that's why I do go to these conferences. That's what I learned. Like, I don't know if you remember, y'all watch Redman and Method Man. Back in the days, hip-hop used to have conferences. That's why we learned of all
the hip-hop summit.
Yeah, that's why we even learned of a lot of these
Boss Man went to, they was in Miami and Atlanta. I used to dream about going to the hip-hop summit. And like you said, it was $400. And my dream, like, bro, but back then I couldn't get dudes that went like Freaknik. Back then I couldn't get my niggas to say, yo, it's Freaknik in Atlanta. What's that? Bro, all we need is condoms and water. I would tell dudes they thought I was crazy. Like, bro, you old. And what he said, you got a big imagination. No, they say Freaknik, bro. We gonna go down there. We gonna get a rental car. 4 deep. Get one album. Do it. 4 deep in the rental car and put our stuff in the trunk. We gonna get.
You're not gonna sleep.
You're not gonna sleep. And all we need is a mat. Because my first vacations early on in the early 2000s, was no smartphone. We need a map. So I would just imagine, bro, we gonna put the map out and go straight. We gonna get down to Atlanta, bro. They say Freaknik, all we need is condoms and water. What you need the water for? Because you're gonna be hydrated. You'll be very dehydrated. Condoms and water. What you need the condoms for? Because you might come back with something you can't get rid of.
Hey,
so just be prepared. So you know what I mean? That's just super cool things. But like I said, man, RawDope Podcast, man, the rawest, dopest interviews in the world, man.
Hey, give them the rules again before we bounce it. Then we out.
Listen, they simple. No fuck shit. No fake shit. No foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. And listen, I made that shit up, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I was at work. I had a job. I was at work, and I was coming up with the whole RawDope concept because the original podcast I was going to do was called Everything No Hots. It's supposed to be at a barbershop with some of my childhood friends I went to high school with. And we was like, yo, everything no hots. And that was our saying. So when I came up with RawDope, I was like, they like, so if it's called RawDope, what you gonna say? And I was like, you know what? No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. And I was like, what makes sense? Okay. They say you're under arrest. I forgot how I go. Anybody know you can play it on record? They say you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say. So that's what I took, the right remain silent to no fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. And I stopped. You got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So I said, bro, we ain't holding court. I hear, nigga, we saying, yo, anything you can say is the worstest court in the world. The internet. So if you get on our platform and say some wild shit in Academic or the Shade Room or Baltimore Baddies, they in your ass or something, bro, you said it and we warned you. Just like the police when they give you your Miranda. Nobody's mad at the police after they read you your Miranda rights and you choose to talk because they just slide that paper that you signed.
They told you.
Shout out to editing videos before you post them.
Shout them out. Shout them out. Yo, what you got? What you want to leave us with, man? Cat, what you leaving us with, Caddy? What you leaving us with, man?
Tap in, follow, subscribe.
So I ain't got nothing, man. I ain't got nothing.
I like
Check
that.
us out.
Check them out.
He trying to smoke, bro.
Yo, let's do that. Let's do.
Y'all snuck us in here. Y'all snuck us in here without the cannabis. But listen, I told my girl and I told Kenny when I got the address, I said, oh, they live in like a mansion. This like gonna be a mansion community. They like, I know they looking at him because he think he know everything. That's how my girl and Kenny, they just be quiet. They ain't pay me no mind till they bust that motherfucking right. And I said, I told you, because my man, shout out to my man T. Watts, he doesn't live too far from here. And I was like, yo, once you go down Charles, Cowan, and St. Mary's, they not for the joke. And I was incarcerated. And these were some of the best, genuine individuals I met is these guys from out here. And I don't live out here. You live out here. I know it's a crazy car culture out here.
I
was locked up
crazy
back in 08, 09 when the Chinese kid killed the kid racing.
Yeah, I remember
how they got on the racing shit. So I was with these guys and they told me about Chesapeake Beach. They told me about the festival they have down here. And I'm listening to these dudes like, bruh, only time I ever heard of y'all county is when I'm watching the news at the bottom of the screen. They say school closed, Garrett County, St. Mary, Calvin County.
That's how we learned about some of the other counties.
That's how we, true story. That's how we learned about it because they say schools closed because y'all get hit with the snow and the snow is bad down here. So it's like schools always closed. So I was like, bro, I wish I lived in St. Mary's or Charles County because because in Baltimore we looking at like it's a damn blizzard outside. So, yo, 5:30 in the morning. They knocked y'all off. They stopped y'all. Y'all ain't gotta go to school. We
still waiting. Didn't get a 2-hour delay.
We thugging in Baltimore, bro. I remember, Kenny, you remember this, and Candace, you remember this, bro. We used to have to go to school in blizzards.
Yep.
Bro, we used to go to school in rainstorms. Yo, y'all schools in the morning, y'all shut straight down. Cecil County, shut down.
Don't say y'all shit because I'm still
Virginia.
Fucked up. I'm still fucked up about it because my kids be home on some bullshit. I'm like, yo.
My girl just told me the kids out of school Monday.
Yeah, I say, wow.
Like, wow. Just went back. Like, y'all just went back. Yo, they had 3 days out since they've been back.
Yeah, your schools ain't like they used to.
And don't y'all know what y'all doing to y'all the parents? Like, do you
they
know
don't
the parents gotta
you people.
They gotta renegotiate everything.
Okay.
They like, you gotta go to work, so what?
Yo,
figure it out.
Don't even start me on childcare. But on all that note, thank you guys. Yo, shout out to my boy Rex Carolla. Shout out to Quana. Shout out to OG
everybody.
Frank. Shout out to All Gas No Break. Shout out to RawDope Podcast.
Shout out to Calvin County, St. Mary's, Charles County,
PG,
Garrett County, PG, Moe County, Baltimore. Hey, the O,
all
PC,
of them.
Norfolk, Virginia,
Richmond.
the DMV. Stand up, man.
DMV,
We in the building. Lock
this right
and
here,
roll,
y'all
baby.
understand? Y'all just saw something fantastic. Right
Yes, history in the making, dog. History in the making, dog.
Take a look at that. Back to the D with it. I can hit the weed and take them back to the B with it. Run and pick and roll, throw the whoop, I get sweet with it. Throwing fools like I'm going for the sweep. Take a trip to Philly, I've been banging all week. 20 under 20, I got rich out the weed. I'm a rock star, make a bitch at her knees. I don't sit watch, so it's just what I need. It's 100 pounds, take them on a high speed. And the boot rap shit getting easy. Take a brick off a Louis, I mean easy. The shit I say out my head, they be crazy. Yeah, I'm a trap star, but I'm lazy. I don't like to hit my plays, they be shaky. If they came good, hit it with the biggie. I don't know what I'ma blow, so I'm waiting. Little bitch from Pittsburgh, I'm a stealer. Feds know me as a well-known dealer. Getting busy, I can hit you with a chicken. I can recook the cane like a brisket. 5 pounds, same size as a midget. I can hit the weed and take them back to the B with it. Run a pick and roll, throw the whoop, I get sweet with it. Throwing fools like I'm going for the sweep. Take a trip to Philly, I've been banging all week. 20 under 20, I got rich out the weed. I'm a rock star, make a bitch at her knees. I don't sit watch, so it's just what I need. It's 100 pounds, take them on a high speed.
I done started with a baby, now this watch, I'm having 80. Only thing I know, these niggas broke, these niggas lazy. I done put the pointers on the bezel, hitting crazy. And I'm putting my Dios up on the pedal, doing 80. And I'm on a race to riches, throwing glizzies on the stages. I got hella money like a book, I'm having pages. I ain't even splurge up in a minute, I've been saving. I just drove the vet that hit the play, that shit amazing. Roddy hit the pedal, disappeared on the weed one. Look at how I'm dripping, rockin' Fanny with an F in it. Ain't about my niggas on no paper, it's irrelevant. Running through the lows, reaching goals, then I flex again. Mind on the money, I done fell in love with medicine. And them niggas still in the ghetto, I brought my medal in. And I got my niggas to tell you what the label let me in. Niggas, they be rapping and capping about shit they never did.
I can hit the weed and take them back to the D with it. Run a pick and roll, throw the whoop, I get sweet with it. Throwing fools like I'm going for the sweep. Take a trip to Philly, I've been banging all week. 20 under 20, I got rich out the weed. I'm a rock star, make a bitch at her knees. I don't sit watch, so it's just what I need. It's 100 pounds, take them on a high speed.